go. 3, 2, 1, action. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good day. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Zoom musical product choice series with Joe Fontechia today. And this is going to be a fun event because we're going to hear Joe perform on a Zoom musical on an instrument that has been featured from time to time, but not in a full-fledged Zoom musical. So this is going to be kind of fun. And to make it even more fun, he gave us some materials to screen share when the time is right. So with that said, I'm going to add a spotlight to Mr. Joe Fontechia. Joe, just look over to the camera, wave real quick. Smile. We can see your chin. You're going to have to lean down and smile.
All right.
Or get your fancy camera.
How's that?
That's
Better?
perfect. Joni
All right.
Monero has just been promoted to camera gal for today.
All right.
She's one of our best camera people ever. So Joe Fontechia, everybody.
Well, thank you, Robert. Thank you. And again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody coming up. And thanks for coming here. It's morning, afternoon, and evening for a lot of you. Actually, for years, I've been always playing on one of the largest Lowrey organs in concerts. And this is really a treat for me because I really like the intermediate instruments. And I am actually performing on an EZ10 in an actual thing. I'm going to be playing some Christmas music. And I'm going to be doing some things on it and show you from the rhythms, what we call music styles, to the setup buttons, and to some of the sounds. It has a feature on it which is very good for the home hobbyist. It actually has a lit up keyboard for you, which means that you could see where A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's all we have in music is 7 letters. And then we have the black keys, which will have your sharps and flats. So you got them set up for you very nicely so you can see. I really need this, as you know, guys. I really need to see the notes that I'm playing. So anyways, I'm going to open up with a little Broadway song. What we want to do is we need some Little Christmas. All right, we need a little Christmas. I hope you enjoyed that. That's kind of a little opening number under the Broadway category. Thank you. Thank you. Why I've started with that is because what the EZ10 has is a really nice arrangement. Could you put that first sheet up there with the music styles? So you know what I'm doing here. Okay, if everybody could see that first sheet that I asked them to put up, it's called Music Styles. And if you notice with each of those names, standard, country, Broadway, smooth, there are 3 selections that you have. You have the full band, you have piano and guitar. Now I'm going to play another nice Christmas song Feliz Navidad. And what I'm going to do is I'm putting on the Latin, and I'm going to do it with guitar. Now, this is going to change the background. Now, this starts just with the guitar. And as I change registrations or sounds in the melody, it's going to add more instruments, so it really picks it up very nicely. So I hope you like this. This is called Feliz Navidad. How did you like that? That's a really beautiful Christmas song. And I used different settings on that for you. Again, if you notice what happened, I used the guitar setting on that particular one from the music styles, okay? Later on, I'm going to use one with the piano so you hear that. I'm going to switch over from this, from our music styles, to the center of the instrument, which is going to be where we have our setups and song setups. Songs and song setup. Boy, this is so much fun when you have this. Song setup means you can scroll to a name of a song and it's going to set up the whole instrument for me. So I don't have to do anything but select it.
Oh, song setup. Okay.
So song setup. So in this case here, I went to Jingle Bells. So it is now set up for me to play Jingle Bells. And I have all this stuff set up for me without touching anything else. And this is really cute. If you want to have fun with the grandkids, put this setting on, this Jingle Bell setting, and you'll know why in a minute here when I get to it, okay? This is really fun. So here we go. Here's Jingle Bells. Talk about a fun song playing that. We have all kind of sound effects in that. Of course, you heard that had a dog barking on the lower keyboard. And that's already set up for me. I don't even have to hunt for that. So if you go to song setup on the EZ10 and you find Jingle Bells, that will give you that setting. I hope you guys enjoy it. Any questions so far? Nope, good. Now, if you notice what I did in the center of the keyboard, that's page 2. If we have that up, if you look at that, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setups. And I used all of those during the song so that you got an idea of what that did. So as I was going through, instead of me having to find buttons over here, I just went from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I had different settings for the song as I went through it. Now, most Christmas songs are very short. Very short. They really are. They don't go on like 5 minutes for your playing. So you've got to really do something else with them to make them sound halfway decent, because otherwise you're just playing the same thing over. So having these setups is really important because you can now add those as you're playing the songs. Okay? So now for the next one I want to do, let's go to Silent Night. Okay, so we're going to go to Silent Night. And I'm going to set that up. Now it's already done for me, and guess what it did? It put the chimes on the lower keyboard for me. Now I'm going to take off the rhythm. And why I did that is because I don't want rhythm with this song. I love Silent Night without rhythm. And I like to have the chord without having that rhythm. See how pretty that sounds? Wow. See how nice that is? So the little trick there to do is I found the setting for Silent Night with, and it gave me a rhythm of 3/4 time. So what I did is I hit the stop button and I took off the rhythm, and I still kept that sound that they set up for me so that I didn't have to go hunt for it. So here's what I did. One more time, I'm going to show you. Here's Silent Night. I entered it, and I took off the rhythm, the orchestra, and I still kept my beautiful sound that they gave me with the song. Now, if I had the rhythm on, it would sound like this. I mean, I know it's okay. A lot of people like it with it. That's okay, but it's too fast. I like that Silent Night has feeling, and when you play it and you want to sing it, you want to enjoy without having to have a drummer keeping you the beat with it. Okay, does that kind of give you an idea? I hope you guys are enjoying it. I'm having so much fun with one of my favorite organs. I don't have a chance to do this too often because they give me this big thing on front with all this stuff on there. But this is something that everybody who has, starting with the playing, can enjoy and have some fun instantly. Here is another cool thing with this. This one is called songs. Now, what songs are songs that, and I'm going to do one that is not a Christmas song, only because it is so cool on here that when I put it on, it is, whoa, wait a minute, wait for me. Wait for me. This thing gets so excited, it wants to go on. So I select it. Here it is. Here's When the Saints Come Marching In. Now it's playing it for me. But I can play along with it and have fun with it. Wow. It really gets going when you have that. That's When the Saints Come Marching In, and you can listen to it. Here's one other one, which is so good in here, song setup. And I'm going to see if I can find it quickly here for us. And again, this is one that everybody always requests. Again, it's not a Christmas song, but it's one that's pretty nice. And it's Spanish Eyes. And this arrangement that's in here is so cool. Again, it is playing it for me so you can really follow the music, play along with it, change the sounds. I could even change the rhythms. So here's Spanish Eyes. And this is the one that I mentioned. I wanted to use the piano background. Wow. You can have so much fun with these songs and that arrangement. Thank you. That arrangement in there that is done in the songs is unbelievable. I did not do all those runs so that when it gets to those fancy notes that they're putting in there, you can just pick the melody out and go, and you will have somebody doing a what we call a jazz riff in the background while you're just playing that
Thank you,
song.
Joe.
I think that's the coolest thing that I've come across on here, and that is so much fun to do, play along with the songs that are called songs, and they're pre-recorded for you. Now we have a total of here, which is really something. We have a total of 40 recorded songs for you. 40 songs that you can have fun with. There's over 100 songs in your song setup too. So you can really have some fun without having to say, how am I ever going to figure out this instrument? Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now, this next one that I'm going to do is called the Christmas song. And somebody said, well, it's not in my song setup. Well, what do? Well, you find a song that has a nice background. So I have found that in this, a song called Dream a Little Dream. And it is so nice that to go and play the Christmas song, it is a great little background. So I am actually using Dream a Little Dream in my song setup in here. And I'm going to play this beautiful Christmas song, which is written by Mel Torme. And it's called the Christmas song. Most people know it, Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. And I don't know why, I could never find it. Whenever I look for it in a book, I'm looking for chestnuts roasting on an open fire, and I never could find it. Then I realized they actually called it the Christmas song. So this is they're very nice. It has a clarinet, it has a piano set up for me automatically. So here is, again, with song setup, but I'm using a different song to play the Christmas song. And I have the big band with just guitar. How do you like that? Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
Did you like that?
Thank you, Joe. It was nice.
Isn't that beautiful? Again, what did I do? I just trying to give you some hints here how what you can do, because I hear this every time we run a class. We go to and we go to. I have all those songs, but there's always one that's not in my song setup. And I'm going, well, find a song that's similar. And of course, it's kind of a guesswork. You got to find one that's, you maybe just kind of go through. And I tested quite a few of them this morning to find the one that I thought could fit the Christmas song. And I found Dream a Little Dream, and it worked out very nicely. I hope you like that. I hope that was really, really cool. And so any questions? You guys are so good. No questions, huh? I hope you're enjoying this because I'm showing off some features here. Now, what I want to do next is the last sheet. And the last sheet is what we call the upper keyboard. And what I'm going to do on here, we have all these different selections. This is the number 3. And it has piano. When I touch the piano, if I scroll, I will end up with 8 different types of piano sounds. And if I go to guitar, I can have 8 different guitar sounds. If I go to strings, I can have 8 different types of string sounds and so forth. So this gives me 8 different instruments just by touching that one. Again, it is usually set up for you automatically with organ setup. So, but I'm gonna play a nice one for you. And this one is a White Christmas. And I'm going to do it by setting it up with just the piano. Because the lower keyboard is a beautiful piano when you turn it on. A concert grand. Now, White Christmas has what they call a verse, which nobody ever plays because they go right into. But I thought I would give you an idea of the beautiful verse. And I think Bing Crosby sings it in the movie. He actually sings the verse at the beginning. And Irving Berlin wrote it. And if you want to know what movie it's in Holiday Inn is the movie around Christmas time. So if you want to have a nice, see a nice movie for Christmas, look up Holiday Inn, Bing Crosby, and you will actually get the original version of White Christmas. At one time, they said that White Christmas Bing Crosby sold more than any other record in the history of music. And I think the Beatles probably, passed that up, but I still think White Christmas is still number 1. And all of you that have cell phones can probably look it up. What's the number 1 selling song in the world? You'll probably find it right away. And I think they should still say White Christmas. Okay?
I just looked it up. It said Marianne was number 2.
Oh, Marianne. Oh, not again.
Number 2.
Number 2. That's where it belongs, number 2. That's where it belongs, number 2. Okay. Anyways, but anyhow, I just thought that I would give you the beautiful version of White Christmas, but with the verse at the beginning. Hold on.
Beautiful.
All right. I hope you guys like that. I hope you had fun with that.
Very much.
Lovely version.
Any questions so far?
No?
No, you hope you enjoyed that. I'm giving you some really cool stuff to have fun with. And so I just want to finish up with one other number. And this is Frosty the Snowman. And so we're going to
Thank
have
you.
some fun. We're going to do him in a country beat. So we have some fun with him. Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Did everybody have a good time? I think we have some announcements.
No,
We don't have any announcements for anybody?
I had a problem with the kidney doctor.
I do. I do.
Because they
Hold on.
changed my
Let me
appointment.
change views
They
here.
wanted me to go.
First of all, they muted me. I'm unmuted. First of all, let's give Mr. Joe Fontechia another huge, large round of applause, and I'll unmute you and then mute you back. Here we go.
Yes.
Big round of applause, Joe Fontechia!
Good job. I
Thank
love
you
it.
all so very much. That was a lot of fun.
But Joe, you know, I
Joe,
can't
sir.
just do announcements and then end with announcements. So while I'm doing some announcements, I want you to think of some kind of finale you can do.
Oh my God.
It could be anything. It didn't have
All
to be.
right. I really didn't have
So
anything
you,
planned.
I'll give
but
you,
I-
I'll give you, I'll give you 77.
Wait, Marianne.
Oh, yeah, there's a good one.
Marianne.
Let me get the
70
music. Let me
seconds.
get the music out for that. Okay, so I'll be right back.
They keep muting me. All right. Well, first of all, folks, thank you for attending today. We hope you had a great time. Just to quickly, next week, we are going to continue our product features classes, the holiday edition. On Monday, we have, let's see, let me look at the calendar here. Ooh, we have the SD and Easy series product feature class, and that is going to be taught by Carey Price. So he always does a great job with those models. And then on Tuesday for the SUNA series, Joni Monero has a great class set up. I saw her handout. I got a sneak peek earlier today. It's going to be a great class. So you're not going to want to miss that. And then on Wednesday, we don't have this up on the calendar yet, but it will be. We're going to have another Zoom Musical Product Choice series featuring none other than Bart Jensen.
Ooh.
Yes. Now, Bart Jensen has not yet to do a Zoom musical, but he has a product that he does an extremely great job at playing and showing off. And it's going to be a wonderful treat to have him. So it's going to be Wednesday at what time did I say we were going to do that? It's either going to be 10 or 11 Arizona. So stay tuned in. You're going to email on that on Sunday, and we'll post it on the website real soon. So that's what's happening in the next few days. The last but not least, because I see Joe is still thinking hard. What am I going to play? What am I going to play? He needs a few extra seconds. He's getting nervous over there. It's like, oh my gosh. But last but not least, I just want to let you know, first of all, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for all that you've done. You know, in this world of this crazy world that we live in and all of the doom and gloom we hear, we are, still are. We have 93 folks listening to some great music, listening to Joe make us laugh, give us some good Christmas spirits. Without you, we don't have a Fletcher Music Club. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. And also, keep in mind, I think I just sent out an email yesterday from the president or the owner of the company with a very, 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 if you should have all received it. If you haven't, let me know. And I'm not going to go into the details, but if you got that email, read it. We are doing something that we've never done in our history. And the opportunity is really great. This is our Black Friday weekend sale all week through the end of the month. So I'm not going to go into detail. Just go back and read the email, because so far since that letter has come out, we have had 7 or 8 folks that have adopted new organs. And we have many more that are up for adoption. Okay, so with that said, Mr. Joe Fontechia, do you have a closing number for
Oh, I have a great, very sympathetic, very slow number for you.
Oh my goodness.
There's that really romantic Christmas song. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. So I hope you appreciated that little country version. Again, it's been a lot of fun. I thank you all. A lot of my friends are on today. And,
Thank you, Joe.
and that you took time away from your day to spend an hour with me.
Joe.
Thanks,
Good
Joe.
job.
Thank you, Joe.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Lot
guys.
of
Have a
fun,
good
Joe.
holiday and a safe and healthy one.
Appreciate it.
Thank
You
you
too.
all. A lot of my friends are on.